Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified each time we upload a new video. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Suspended Kogi State lawmaker Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has clarified claims of her sexual harassment allegations against former presidential spokesperson Reno Omokri and former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello. Some people have said that, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan just accuses random men, of sexual harassment, that any man who is in a bad books, she'll just automatically uses sexual harassment, as a weapon against them. And it was said that she accused Reno Omokri of sexual harassing her. And Reno Omokri went, to bring out receipts, and it happened that Reno Omokri wasn't even in the country, wasn't even in the vicinity where she's alleged that this sexual harassment occurred, thereby, dismissing the accusation. And she never said anything, since then. But now she has come out to clarify, the allegations. MPO reported that Omokri had, in the wake of Natasha's allegation against Senate President Godswill Akpabio, unearthed his encounter with the Kogi lawmaker, where she had, in a Facebook post, claimed Omokri made advances towards her during an event at the presidential banquet hall in 2014. The spokesperson of former President Goodluck Jonathan recounted how he had debunked the allegation by the suspended lawmaker with evidences to prove he was never at the said event and never made advances towards Natasha. Omokri had ever since dubbed Natasha a liar, stressing that her allegation against Akpabio was false, just like her allegation against him. This had, alongside similar claim against Yahaya Bello, been cited by several supporters of Akpabio, which further raised questions on the genuineness of Natasha's ongoing scandal against the Senate president. Speaking in an exclusive interview with renowned journalist Adeola Fanyewu on Friday evening, Natasha recounted what ensued between her and Omokri. She denied ever accusing Omokri and Yahaya Bello of sexual harassment, stressing that Akpabio is the first and only person she would ever make such allegation against. I have never accused anyone of sexual harassment apart from Senator Akpabio. I never accused Yahaya Bello of sexual harassment, and I never accused Reno Omokri of sexual harassment. I don't know if you have the screenshots of a text message that I sent. That was a text message that started the whole thing. If Nigerians can go back to the post, it was like my response to one of his posts on Facebook in the year 2019 or 2020. And what I said here was a conversation when he was attacking one of my words who felt really bad. That does not amount to sexual harassment, she said. Natasha insisted that it was Omokri who requested for her contact at the banquet hall, as she dismissing his claims of not being in the country during the event. She, however, reiterated that her allegation against him was not a sexual harassment case as painted, while hinting alleged forgery of passport and ticket stamp by the Nigerian Immigration Service. What I said was, we went for an event and he walked to me a bit friendly. He asked for my number, asked for my name. I gave him a fake name and a fake number. So we never got in touch because it was a fake name and fake number. The bone of contention at that point was that he said he wasn't in the country, that it wasn't him that I saw. There must have been somebody else. But I insisted that no, I saw you, and that was what transpired. That was how he took pictures of his passport and stamps and also presented the tickets, which proved that he wasn't in the country at that time. But I was like, we know how people get these stamps sometimes. I don't want to implicate the immigration. I can sit here and get my travel agent to generate 5 tickets to 5 different countries, and that doesn't mean I really traveled. So it was more like he was the one I saw at the villa. Wasn't he the one I saw at the villa? Did he travel? That was all. It was never sexual harassment. I never accused Reno Omokri of sexual harassment ever. So I was actually surprised when an incident that happened years back that was not reported as sexual harassment suddenly became a sexual harassment matter, she said. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Who do you think is telling the truth, and who do you think is lying in this regard? Let me have your thoughts on that. But before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment is from Asuko Odo, who says, Natasha, take Omokri to court now as a lawyer for falsehood. Do that quickly. I think you're a lawyer. Your case bag will be explosive. As a married woman with marriage ring, if a man foolishly approach you or make any move, just laugh. Show him your ring and courteously say sorry, you're late. Simple peace and life goes on, but you decide to use the sex to scatter yourself. People, responsibilities, position. Your Oga, what method is this? Dada Alake says, let's assume the statement she made against Omokri was that he approached her, asked for a contact, but she gave him wrong name and wrong number. What's the purpose of making such claims public, if not to blackmail? If anyone met a new acquaintance and exchanged contacts, the first thing to do is verify the number and know if it's genuine. This woman is lying. Reno made the statement of her paying him compensation in 2019 or thereafter, but she never debunked it until now. You, the naughty girl, with sex itching you and a means of generating public sympathy. You went to Senate for people. Now sex, here and there. Why you always? You're this thing, Abi? Now only B. You see how cannot manage office and responsibility. Jacob says, making it to you is not a problem. What matters most, getting back to your suspended place, time waster. Another comment from Mustafa Babatunde says, some men here making comments are foolish, and the married ones among them are the wives at home, while their wife are the husbands, because they tend to believe and support any issue concerning women without reasoning deeply on their own. Jubril says, the good people in Kogi Central Senatorial District and PDP in general totally condemn the FG, that is the federal government, filing the criminal charge against Senator Natasha, has raised concern over what is described as an imbalance in the handling of legal matters involving the senator, following the federal government filing of criminal charges against her despite several pending petitions she submitted earlier this year. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.